What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Oddsparks. We're back. I added another elevator to this, so 4 elevators are now supplying this. I've got this janky little daisy chain set up with boxes and stuff, so yeah. We're officially full on fertilizer, by the way. So we produced 800 pretty quickly. Okay, so from here, first I have to figure out where exactly I want to put my little greenhouse farm. I think I'm going to do it like probably around this stretch here, because I'm pretty sure this section here, well, actually no, the lighter section is a raised section, I think. So I mean, this is a pretty decent length as far as the setup is concerned, so we might go around here. Because I would rather avoid building on top of these foundations. Not like I'm going to use them all anyway, but I would rather avoid that. So, yeah. This seems like the best spot, so we'll go for that. We'll figure out how we want to do it from there. Okay. Anyway. Now, as far as the train stop is concerned, I don't know how many wagons and stuff I want to do for this. Probably, I think each big wagon would take 200. Yeah, it would take 200 per. So if we do 4 wagons, that's going to be 800. I mean, we could do 5 wagons, but it's also a lot of space as far as wagon loaders are concerned. Would take quite a while to fill up, too. How many do we do? Let's go for 3 for now, and we'll plan for more. Yeah. Okay, so how do we want to... Rather, where do we want to load this thing up from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Need more rope. Okay. That's fine. You're going to be in loading mode. Go for 3 for now. Yeah, I think 3 would be fine. Although technically, I've got enough storage here for 4 trains. So, you know what, let's just go with 4 for now. Alright. Yeah, we'll go for 4 for now. I'll leave the 5th here just because. That should be fine, I think. And who wants to drive? Puffy Spark can drive. Have fun, little dude. Okay. Let's do this. Do Do I want to do a dedicated line, or do I want to do just a big loop? I think I'm just going to be lazy, and I'm just going to do a big loop. Alright, so this can... we could go like... not a big fan of that. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. It's loading cargo, not offloading. Offloading is where speed really matters, not the loading, technically. So, it's not that big a deal. Whatever. We'll go for 2 here, and go 2 here from this direction. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but that's okay. $7.5 a minute. Not a lot. All right. Guess it won't go there. You know, one thing I haven't experimented with is how lined up with these inputs and stuff like that do they need to be, but whatever. Anyway, let's take you and go down slightly. Okay. And bam, now you're lined up. Perfect. Loading mode is fine for this, I think. As far as our fueling is concerned, I think I will go with the fertilizer fueling, just because I can't be bothered with doing it any other way. So, let's do that. You know, we could probably do it utilizing logic. Relatively easily. So yeah, this way it would prioritize loading everything first, then they would drop off here with their excess, which would then get fed in this way. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's set up our logic, which... oh man, did I even set up enough space for logic? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Oh my god, I kinda did. Okay, so you're gonna be percentage. Let's go with... you know, let's go with 100%, just to make it simple. So equal to or greater than 100%. I guess we'll also set up the sensors this way too. Okay, so we're going to need AND gates, thusly, and another AND gate. This will be fed into here, this will be fed into here, this will be fed into here, and you'll be fed into here. Okay. Then from here, you'll be fed into there. There you go. I think that works. Looks super ugly, but who cares? Oh, right, I need to set the correct parameters. So you're going to be a percentage, 100%. You are also going to be 100%. Oops. Percentage, 100%. Percentage, 100%. And there we go. So it's going to prioritize filling the buckets first. Then once they're full, it will then drop off into this collection, which will then get fed into the fueling. Little convoluted, but that's okay. Let's go with a 0, I guess. Alright, so we got 3 full, not a problem. You are at 60 out of 200. Not bad. How are you doing? Oh, you're doing great. There was a little bit of a delay on doing that, so that's not the true numbers as far as all that's concerned. Is everything producing? No, because you're full, which means we do need to add at least 1 more onto the line, I think. 2 more. Leaves are keeping up, and looks like we've got a surplus. Yes, we do. Good, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay. So leaves are keeping up. Leaves are also keeping up on this side, handily, to the point where I could actually probably add more onto this if I wanted to. Well, I guess technically, if I should have a surplus of 10 leaves extra, so I actually should be able to add another one onto this. Like, relatively easily, I think. We'll see if that's actually true or not. I don't know if I need that many, but we can at least see. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Okay, man, you like how slow these sparks are moving? Bet you love it. Seeing how slow these little dudes are moving. Alright, so we are officially fueling now. Good. Okay, so next thing I'd like to do in this episode is actually get the rail line out here. So let's go ahead and start building. I've got a lot of wood now, so hopefully I shouldn't actually need to run into an issue where I need to refill. So we can be somewhat cavalier with how we do this, I think. Why do you gotta be in my way, tree? Why? You know what? We'll just bypass this slightly. Sure. Okay. I would have liked to have kept a somewhat straight path here, but whatever. So we can go up to about like here before we go over to the side there. Excuse me. A little busy. Should probably check to see where exactly I wanted to set this up. Okay, we'll go for over here. Look, our little setup is still doing stuff. Yeah. They're making me do it. Making me do it. You see what they're making me do? Making me go through all this hubbubaloo just to keep a somewhat straight path. Can you believe it? Was it necessary for me to have a completely straight path to do this? Nah, not really. But for the flourish of it, I suppose. Alright, I think we could start going up now. Let's do that. Alright. So, we're going to need to clear out some space. I.e. all this crap. Might have been a little bit excessive, but... Alright, let's set up our wagon loaders first. Yeah, do we want to go off to the right? Sure, why not? Although it would be better if our drop-off is actually over here. So, you know what? Yeah, let's go off this way. We'll need a little bit more there. Okay. Let's get rid of this one. Of course not. Of course not. Yeah, alright, fine. Okay. So from this point, we can go ahead and make our little lasso, feed back into the line. Should be okie dokie. So we can have this in unloading mode. I wonder what the smallest lasso I can do is. This is gonna be so dumb. Do I really want to do this? Oh, that's disgusting. I'm not gonna do that. Really? You don't want to line up with that, huh? Oh, this is gonna be so dumb. I'm doing it. Probably should have gone off the other direction. You know, the direction that's not going to be directly tied to our actual offloading process. Alright. Ooh, I hate that. Let's do it. Is that gonna work? Oh man, that is dumb looking. shouldn't work, but I think it's gonna. Yeah, alright, fine. Okay. God, that is a crime against humanity. Alright. Right, so that's going to come in through here, and then it's going to come back through here, and then we just need to close off the lasso through here and have it go back up that direction. So we're going to need to probably come off this way and come back up this way, or vice versa, we can go up this way, but I'm probably going to take it this way. Alright. Oh, yeah. Whatever. We'll do the thing we normally do, and I'll ride the train up. You know, I don't know if this has been a productive episode, but it has certainly been an episode. And I hope you guys liked it. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not this has been a waste of time or not. I guess I'll see once I get the greenhouses all set up, because I'd like to set up where I'm going to drop off a lot of stuff. So that's going to be interesting to figure out. But the main thing was fertilizer. Once I get the fertilizer dropped off, then I can feed items into the things, into their various recipes, and I think I can get them self-sustaining, at least to a point. But, yeah. That's just going to be kind of where I try to figure out how things are going to work or not. Apparently there's really complicated stuff that goes into a lot more of the future botany and other things, so that's going to be fun to figure out. Looking forward to it, though. I am looking forward to it. Autosave strikes again. Okay. So, we're going to want this to feed back in from one of these directions. So let's take this one. And we'll have it be a less extreme lasso, because I still don't know if that other one's going to work. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but it is a little silly. I hate that. I hate that a lot. Whatever. Who am I trying to impress? Huh? That's not going to work. That is definitely not going to work. Ah. Okay. There. Still really stupid, but whatever. Okay, whatever, I don't care. Okay, it is what it is. Right, so, all the signals should be good. Except for that one. There you go. It's like, why aren't you connected? That's why. Alright. So this should have the green light to go. This is through that way. So I'll need to set up the things here. Just give me 10 of those. So you need to be swapped to this. You need one there. I don't think this one needs it, just because it's an exit, but I'll do it just because. There you go. Where's that gonna... No, this one actually doesn't need it. Yeah, because it'll prioritize this track first, and then this will be an exit only. Okay. I think that works. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's turn this off stop mode, and we will hitch a ride. And that'll be the last little bit for this episode, but I think this was episode 50. Yeah, and then on the return trip, it'll trick this junction, and then go back in for resupply. So this is 800 fertilizer coming through, with room to add on one more to make it 1,000, if we so choose. It's being fueled by fertilizer. It's traveling with fertilizer. Not too bad. Little puffy spark up there, driving with his little feet. Not bad. You can see the world load in as we drive through here very slowly. And then I think as far as the offloading, that's where we'll want to speed it up. So we'll have dedicated lanes for the offloading there. Not too bad. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to get some lunch. Gonna have some beef and sweet potato stew. Probably. Oh, man. 50 episodes, man. Where does the time go? Let's see, what else is coming out? My most recent episode, or my, I guess, only episode of Neon Noodles has come out already. Not a whole lot of coverage on that one. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of views. I just kind of wanted to cover it because I think more automation games deserve to be covered on, you know, console releases and stuff like that. So I was happy to do it. Let's see, Ready or Not, that came out. Or, no, well, I guess by the time this video comes out, it will have been out. because I think this video will go live on either the 15th or the 16th. Probably the 16th. Can't remember how many I recorded today. Let's see. Abiotic Factor. That's coming out, at least as far as the recording time, that'll be coming out in like 6 or 7 days. I think it comes out on the 22nd. Something like that. So, I know I'm going to be picking up Abiotic Factor. I got a couple people that'll be interested in playing that. We definitely won't have enough people to play that. Maybe I'll put out a poll. I don't know. It's been a while since I've tried playing with viewers. So, I don't know. Maybe if I'm feeling adventurous, I'll send out a casting call type of a poll or something, see if anybody might be interested in dropping their PSN ID. I'll have to set up stipulations and all that stuff. I haven't asked my viewers if they wanted to join me for on the channel in quite a while, but maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Tell you what, if you're watching this episode, up to this point, I know you're an actual loyal viewer. So if you're interested in playing Abiotic Factor and you're on the PlayStation 5, you've got a mic, you're at least 18 or older, preferably older, and, you're not an asshole, let me know. And, hey, maybe we could get you on the channel. Maybe you could be the newest addition to the channel as far as, all that's concerned. But, I don't know. That's a maybe. Haven't decided yet. Alright, here we go. Very good. Alright, first off, you gotta go. Yeah, and I'll want the specifically fast way to do all this. I could do multiple drop-offs as far as a big crate is concerned, but let's just do this. Dang it. All out. Well, for now, let's just do one each, I suppose. And we could do something like this. Not you. I'd rather have 3 crates. Like, I'd rather have this entire thing lined up and then have a bunch of things to grab from it, but that is what it is. That one's already done, that one's already done. Okay. You're going to be in unloading mode. It's actually unloading relatively quickly. Then they should transition to this next one here pretty soon. Or, oh, no, actually, no, that's good. So 4 of them can go into 2 of these crates, huh? Okay, that's actually more than enough for surplus room. Alright, and before I end the episode, we're going to take a look at this horrendous little loop-de-loop here. Also, how much fuel did you use? Not much. Go! Look at this stupid little lasso. I hate it. I hate it. Oh man, that is horrendous looking. Okay, cool. And then from here we'll do the offloading and we'll figure out the numbers that we want to set up for how many greenhouses we have going. I don't even know how well this is going to work as far as supplying the greenhouses are concerned. But I'll have them set up in, I think, different quadrants, depending upon what they're making. This isn't where I'm going to do leaf knots. This is going to be for the other recipes. So it'll be for, like the coral seed germination. It'll be for the ether flowers, along with the ether flower germination and stuff like that. For now, I need to focus on getting the, what's it called? The, this thing. I need to extract from the flowers. So I'll need to set that up, which that will produce the clumps, which the clumps need to go into a cutter, which from the cutter, they need to feed back into this recipe here. So that'll probably be the first thing that I set up over here. So we'll have one bay set up here, which will go for like, I don't know, 4 of them? I haven't figured out any of the numbers yet, as far as what we're going to be producing, but I'll probably set up at least 4 of them for the time being. So it'll be like... I think I need to have a space in between each of them, like that. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll figure all that out later. But anyway, that's going to do it for that episode. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.